Hello guys, welcome to Start with Kings. In today's video, we'll be talking about Tesla. This video is for educational purpose. So whatever I say in this video is not a suggestion for you to buy or sell Tesla. And before you jump into anything investment, it's better for you to do your due diligence, do your own research before you invest your money into into any of this company. And as you guys know, Tesla had their Q1 earnings today for 2026 and they miss out of their revenue, but they beat on profit as their auto margins jump. And there's a video that I'd like you guys to listen to from one of the co-founder of Deepwater. Then after that video, we'll jump into some technical analysis where I'll show you where I'm looking at the current price right now and where I'm looking to buy and my price target for Tesla in 2026.
Let's bring in Tesla bull Gene Munster. Gene, great to have you with us. You're, of course, managing partner at Deepwater Asset Management, somebody we would never replace with Claude, by the way. What was your take on the quarter, and why do you think the stock is higher?
Most of the stock is higher probably because of this margin piece. There was essentially 19.2% was the outermost margins ex credits. Dan did mention there was some noise in there. If we back out that noise, we're still looking at a high 18% number that compares to 17.9 in the previous quarter. Now stick with me, is that deliveries were down 14% quarter over quarter. Typically when deliveries decline, then you have lower gross margins on auto. And so I think that was kind of the initial reaction once the numbers came out as investors were looking at that, and we saw that 4% pop. As I dug through the numbers, a couple themes really reinforce this idea that they're doing well when it comes to physical AI, but I want to also underscore how early we are. And so based on me looking at the charts in their share.
So as you guys know, right now, Tesla is having some challenges when it comes to delivering their vehicles to their strategic location where they have businesses, globally. And they're having some difficulties right now in terms of delivering these vehicles to other places for them to sell them. And currently, right now, they're having a lot of competitions with their competitors in terms of the EV space. And like places like China, these guys are crazy when it comes to building all these electric vehicles, and they are very cheaper. And if you see the kind of technology that they implement into these vehicles, like it's mind blowing. And a company like Tesla is not some places, it's not a company that you should, overlook because Wall Street loves Tesla so much. And this company, when they want to run, they run crazily because they have a lot of volatility to, when they're running in terms of price. And another thing that you need to really pay attention to is the fact that this stock was almost $500 stock. And right now they are beating almost to about 300 and something before last week where they started going towards the upside. And the purpose of why I'm making this video is to show you where I'm looking to buy Tesla and where I'm looking at the price in terms of 2026. And with all that being said, let's get into some technicals real quick. As you guys can see, we're on a weekly time on Tesla, and the market end up closing below 387 as of as of the closing of the market. And as you guys can see, this is the pre-market price around $377. So what I'm trying to say is, if we end up closing below 390, $81 before the end of this week, then my next buy zone for Tesla will be around $366. But if we end up not being able to hold this level of support around $366, then the next level for me to buy Tesla will be around $337. But from $349, I'll definitely start dollar cost average into Tesla. And as you guys can see, this stock was almost almost $500 stock, and they were beaten down to this very level of support around $337. So what I'll be expecting from Tesla will be that if we end up closing below this level by Friday, then this will be my buy zone because I believe that we could bounce off this level of support around $366 on Tesla, and that will push the price towards heading back to retest this level of resistance around 409. And if we end up staying above 409, where I want to, see Tesla, I want to see Tesla staying above $420 in terms of price, because that will give me a confirmation that we are ready to move towards the upside. And the best buy zone, if we have a pullback, would be around $409. And if we end up coming down towards $400 or around $400, this would be a good buy opportunity for you to play Tesla towards the upside. Because I'm looking at us after breaking above this level of resistance around 409, then the next level that I'll be looking into Tesla will be around $435. And from $435, the next target will be around $452. And from that $452, then I'll be looking at us going back to test the all-time high on Tesla, which will be around $498, $500 range. That is if we end up bouncing off this level of support around $366. But if we end up um, not being able to hold this level of support around $366, then the next level for me to buy Tesla will be around this level of support, which will be around $349. But preferable price would be around $337 on Tesla. But if I see Tesla around $349, then I can start dollar cost average, because I know at this very level there will be a lot of buyers. Because down here we have a lot of liquidity sitting right here, and a lot of institutions, they will love to get into Tesla. They'll love to buy Tesla towards this range around $337, and the best price for you to get Tesla would be for uh, $325. But I'm not calling Tesla to come down to this level of support around $325. But if we end up coming down here, this will be a good opportunity that you can make a lot of money towards the upside of Tesla. So this is what I'm looking at coming into the closing of the market this week. So if Tesla end up closing above those key levels that I'm showing you, then I know what to play, into moving towards the upside. And let's go to Momo and check what analysts are predicting on Tesla. As you guys see, analysts are predicting they're calling out on 600 on Tesla, the minimum of about average of $439. Then let's see what institutions are betting on Tesla. As you guys can see right here, they're betting on $480. Then Morgan Stanley is betting. Okay, they did not put any price target on Tesla. As you guys can see, a lot of analysts and institutions are calling Tesla from around $500 range to almost $600 range. But me, I'm looking at Tesla before January this year. Before December this year and January 2027, I'm looking at Tesla um, creating an all-time high, either around $550 range or even more. But for me, coming into this week, I want to see if we can hold above this level of support around $366. And if we fail to hold Tesla around $366, the next buy zone for Tesla for me would be either around $337 or $325 on Tesla. And if you're looking to make money today, there's a lot of opportunity, because I feel like we could have a bounce of this $66 today. If we end up coming down to this level of support on Tesla today, then you can make money from here towards going back to retest this level of resistance around $409. So that's the video that I wanted to make. So if you're looking into making money in Tesla, then you should pay attention to this key area. So that way, if you end up seeing Tesla around $366, that would be a good buy range for you. But the best deal would be around $317 on Tesla. And if I pull out my Fibonacci right here, as you guys can see, currently we are sitting on that. This is how I measure my value. Up here is expensive, and down here, anything below this range right here would be a good discount for you to start investing into, like to start buying into Tesla. So any price range around this level will be an opportunity for you to get into Tesla. But like I told you guys, the best level of support for Tesla will be around $366 and $337 if we end up coming down towards this level of support. So that's what I have for today for Tesla. I'll make a video for Meta tomorrow. Uh, and if possible, I'll make a video with AMD because I see some good opportunities with AMD. And I just want to appreciate you guys for watching my video, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thank you.